There has to be more, right? There has to be. I'll get started in a few seconds, but I want to say hello to my super chatters, my inner circle members, and also the new people that are seeing me today. Hi, Bill. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jody. Melody. Love you guys. Hi, Arthur. It's great chatting with you today. Jerome. Kai, it was great chatting with you too, Kai. I'm proud of you. John Tier, Katie, Kelly, Lisa Marie, Chris, Linda, Jerome. I know I said some names more than once. I love you guys and I appreciate you. So let's get started. Hello, my name is Robert Hollis, and the subject today is there's got to be more. There just has to be more. Now, when I talk about that, I'm talking about more in everything, right? The first thing I want to share with each and every one of you is you think about the opinions and the programmings that we grew up with. You know what the first thing the world tells us? The first thing that the world and opinions tell us is that you can't have it all. You cannot have it all. But yet there's songs out there, and I know Craig will help me with this, or maybe someone else in the chat. I know that Craig is celebrating a Jewish holiday today, I believe. So, it's and by the way, to anyone that celebrates that, happy holiday to you. So the whole point is that you mentally in your mind, there's a song is I want it all and I want it now. I want it all and I want it now. And see, we're told that, listen, you know what? The meek will inherit the earth. You have to choose between your family and your career. You have to choose between your health. So, we got the five big areas, right? We got the mental, we got the spiritual, we got the physical, financial. We have all these areas of life, right? And usually in life, there's this thing that they call balance. So when I first got involved in earning income, online, I had a lot of people that told me, listen, you know what? Well, family's more important than money. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. And your spirituality, you know what I mean? Your connection with a higher power, that's important. I agree. I totally agree. And then there's other ones out there that say, hey, listen, if you don't take care of your health, it doesn't make a difference how much money you have. Uh, I totally agree. you know and so if you don't work on your mind, and then you're depressed and you're lonely, and you got all a lot of mental health issues, that's important. Well, in my opinion, everything's important. And who says that you can't have better mental health, that you can't be happier and more fulfilled in life, and not only be happy, but the biggest ones on the spiritual side for me is contribution. A lot of people don't get this about me, but I sure in the hell don't do these day-to-day videos for me. Oh, wait a minute. I do them for me. So the information that I share is stuff that I already know, that I already apply. But it gives me so much joy and fulfillment sharing that wisdom with other people, sharing the stuff that I found. So when I say there's got to be more, why is it that everything else grows? Flowers grow, trees grow, in nature, everything is growing. And so what we do as human beings is we, go out there and it's just expectations, right? So the only thing expected from me is to get a job. Believe it or not, you become who you hang around. And education was not important in the circles that I grew up around. Wasn't important, because if you had work ethic and you would show up, you could get a job. I mean, I grew up in Williston, North Dakota. There is the Bakken oil field, and they're always, always, always looking for help. And so it didn't make a difference if you were educated or not. All the people that I knew that were making a bunch of money were not educated because you didn't have to be. You could make six figures a year, and that was 30 years ago. 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 40 years ago, and you could make six figures a year if you were a hard worker and wanted to work in the oil field. Not safe, not, good conditions, working in 40 below weather. And so it's like, so if you showed up, you got a job. And then what was expected? Maybe you should get married, have a couple of kids, have a picket fence, have, a dog, have, children. And then guess what? Just be a good citizen. Just be a good citizen. And me mentally, I immediately, when I was young, I found out that money was pretty freaking important. Like that phrase says, money isn't everything, but it's right next to oxygen, right? But it's funny, everyone is stressed out about their bills. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I got credit card debt and I got these bills and I got these bills and I got these bills. And, then something breaks down on the car or something breaks down in the home. If you're a homeowner, you don't get to call the landlord. So, there was this whole thing that everyone said, money's not really important, God first and family and then your career. And it was like all of a sudden, when I grew up in homes, multiple homes, even foster homes, and I grew up, everyone didn't have money. And so if I wanted a bike, if I wanted anything, I needed to create the money to get it. So it wasn't hard for me to say, hey, where does money come from? Money comes from people. You don't see a dog walking around with a wallet, do you? So if people have money, I could exchange my work ethic for money. Can I mow your lawn? Can I shovel your walk during the winter time? See what I mean? Could I deliver your newspapers, right? And so all of a sudden, I figured out where to get money. And all of a sudden I thought, wow, there's people in this world, even in my little small town of Williston, there were people that lived in nicer homes. They had nicer cars. They had toys. They had snowmobiles and motorcycles and used to be three-wheelers. Now they're called quad runners. They had a pontoon. They had a ski boat. And all of a sudden it's like, wow, I even met people that not only had a home in town, but they had a home out by the lake. Woo! And all of a sudden it's like the people that lived up there, that was Snob Hill. And I kept hearing all these people consistently say, well, geez, they don't need another home. They don't need another car. Golly, the wife's got a new car. The husband's got a new car. When their kids, get their driver's license, they get a new car. And I think this happens everywhere. And so what happened to me, I started helping a couple of guys work on their race cars. And I immediately found out that, I don't know if you guys have ever heard this story or not, but, the way to make a small fortune in racing cars, racing boats, racing motorcycles, anything, is to start out with a large fortune. So when you have hobbies, they cost money. So if you love racing, if you love fishing, you love skiing, you love, traveling, all this stuff takes money. Then I found out, oh my God, you got to have time, because some of the racetracks were further away than others. So if we're going to drive from Williston, North Dakota out to Pomona, California, or we drive from, to Seattle, or we drive from Williston, North Dakota to Brainerd, Minnesota, these things, this is a lot of time. So now what we had to do is get Friday off and then also get Monday off, because we would race during the weekend, take a day to get there, then race, and then pack up and drive home, right? So we had to find jobs that were flexible that still paid a lot of money. Because if you're going to have a hobby, then, so I always thought, man, when I hang around people, all of a sudden I realized, wow, the people that had a little bit more money had just nicer cars, race cars. They had newer motors. They had newer transmissions. They had newer chassis. And it didn't take long when you start noticing that the people that were winning the race, they would show up in a motorhome, and then a semi truck would show up that had not only an extra car in it, but extra parts for the car that they're racing. And I was going like, how in the hell did they afford that? And that's called sponsorship. What do you mean sponsorship? Well, if you get good enough, you actually can get these major corporations to sponsor you. Well, what do you mean? Well, you put their name on your car and they give you money and they help pay for your gas, costs money. How about avgas, nitromethane? That costs a lot of money. How about the tires? That costs money. You see what I mean? How about the mechanics that you hire? All of a sudden, I realized that the bigger up you got, the more that you got up, that these people had a full-time job. These people made a lot of money doing nothing but working on the car. Are you kidding me? You got a full-time group of people. You got 4 or 5 men and women that are truck drivers, that are, motorhome drivers. I'm going, wow. You know what? So I kept hanging around people that had more. And all this, I'll just say the word, all this bullshit that these people that were doing their hobby full time were unhappy people. Where the hell when you find somebody that's doing what they love, regardless of what it is, and they get to do what they love and get paid to do it? Are you kidding me? Check out that video. Are you kidding me? So I'm on the track that the next step for me is what? It's to go to California, work on professional race car teams there, work for Rogers Penske, then turn around and wouldn't it be cool if I ended up being a crew chief instead of just working on the crew or the engineering team? And it was like, I'm mind boggled. I'm really totally mind boggled by people in this day and age that see YouTube and there's information, there's wisdom to teach you how to have more freedom, more happiness, more peace, more impact. And people just refuse to say, no, thanks. No, thank you. Don't need more freedom. Don't need more money. Don't need more happiness. Don't need more travel. Count me out. So, wouldn't be a good question is not, if you guys don't want to say, hey, listen, could you do me a huge personal favor? Do you know of anyone right now that would like extra income? Maybe what you should say is, hey, by the way, I was hoping you could do me a huge personal favor. I'd really appreciate it. Well, it depends on what it is. Do you know of anyone that wants more? Do you know anyone that's dissatisfied in one or more areas in their life and they're really serious about frickin' doing something about it? Do you know of anyone? Because I don't know if you notice the world that we're in, but AI in the internet is changing everything. We got kids that are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old that have YouTube channels and TikTok channels and all kinds of social media channels, and they make more in a month than their parents ever made in a year. It's the equalizer. So you can look at YouTube, people that are making, so if you write it out, you know, hey, top people that make money on Facebook, top people that make money on Snapchat, Instagram, you know, all these things are out there, and people would rather just do nothing. It's amazing to me. And so now we live in a world where you can pick out a $1 trillion company. Did you hear me? Apple, $1 trillion. Microsoft, $1 trillion. Walmart, $1 trillion. And they're waving their hands in the air going, listen, come over to my site, sign up a form, become a free affiliate, and we'll pay you to market anything we have. And people are like, no, thank you. I'm not interested in connecting with people and absolutely, doing something. The only difference between the people that make a lot of money on social media and the people that don't are the people that consistently each and every day, number one, they believe if other people can do it, they can do it. So what's the difference between someone that makes zero with YouTube and people that make money on YouTube? People that believe they can. And when you believe that if other people can do it and you can do it, then you'll find out the things that they do and you will do those things. A lot of you recently heard that I made a commitment to really get in awesome shape. And today I broke another record. I only did 8 minutes on the rowing machine. But now I'm burning 1,100 calories a day. I walk for 2 miles with Terry and Dex and Leo, our golden retrievers. I do my very best each and every day. I started at 1 minute, went to 8 minutes on the rowing machine. Now I'm in the sauna. So now while I'm in the sauna, I do what is called net time, no extra time. So while I'm also in the sauna for 30 minutes, I'm red sauna. I'm also listening to the 6-phase meditation. See, I will be every day consistently getting 1% better each and every day at each and everything that I do. I want to be more connected so I can use my instincts, my intuition, my ability to connect with those that have ears to hear. Every day, I want a better connection with that, whatever you call that, the infinite wisdom. There's people out there that, they read each other's minds. My wife and I read each other's minds all the time. And it's neat to be able to be quiet and allow the energy, the frequency, or whatever to be able to help another human being through whatever they're doing. I want to give more to charity. I want to give more to orphans. I want to become a better person in every way. I want to be a better husband. I want to be a better friend. I want to be a better mentor. I want to be a better coach. I want to be a better network marketer. And so when I chose this, I chose it because I seen people that had the lifestyle I wanted. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? There's people that make more than an average income. You got Corky here. You see Corky. Thank you for being a super chatter, Corky. I love you. Corky, makes extremely great money on TikTok. And he's the everyday Santa. So we all love the way we feel around Santa and Corky. You got to check out his TikTok channel. And TikTok pays him to do what he loves, helping other people feel good. So it can be done. And so I want to be that person. I want to find people that want more in every area of their life. See, I love this phrase. This phrase says, whether you believe this or not, the creation of who you are, with being unique and having DNA that no one else has and fingerprints, you are extremely unique and you are a freaking miracle. You're unique and you're a miracle. But you got to start hanging around people that know that. You got to learn that about yourself. And then you got to start hanging around people that are going like, man, there's a lot more to life than this. There's a lot more love. There's a lot more compassion. There's a lot more peace and joy. There's a lot more impact that we can make. And you want to find people like Corky that just don't sit around on their ass every day complaining and whining about they don't have what they need to do better. And maybe they're just not aware. But still to this date, I'll post a link here. But, if you look at this list, these are from business from home. These are lifetime earners. Lifetime earners. And when you look on that list, there's people above me. When I look at Dexter Yeager and some of these people that have been in this industry more years than I've been alive. Yeah. Instead of being involved in the industry for 36 years, they've been in for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, and generated almost $500 million. Instead of me having right now 20,000 people that I'm impacting their lives, these people have 3 million. So to be better, I got to be aware that there is a better, and then I got to find out the things that they do and get really, really good at mastering the mundane. If not mastery, at least just a little better at connecting with people and finding the right people at the right time that really want more in their lives. They finally came to the awareness that I don't want to live like this anymore. So when I realize that there's people all over the world that can change their lives immediately, if only given the opportunity. So who do you know that wants more? See, everybody wants more. They just won't do more. So isn't it amazing? Maya Angelou, she's got that phrase, when you know better, you can do better. Don't waste any time with people that don't want to know better. Why would you spend all your time trying to convince people that are not interested in wanting more? I'd like to do more for my wife. I'd like to do more for my children. I like to do more for the people that are in this world that can't take care of themselves, like orphans. That's the people I want to work with. That's the people I want to find. So there is more. And so the phrase I want to leave you with is, I truly believe, whether you believe this or not, that the gift of you, the gift and the creation of you, the miracle that you are, that's an incredible, incredible gift. I need you to believe that. But your gift for being a gift is what you give to others. That you take this creation that you are and you be better. You be better in every way. You find find a little way to get better in each and every way. And then look for people that are dissatisfied in one or more areas in their life that are willing to do something about it. And I do nothing but just connect people with the wisdom that I already have. When you find the right people, you'll watch their actions, because there's really only one thing you need. Again, is you got to believe that if other people did it, you can do it. And if you really truly believe that, then you'll go into action. You'll do the things that nobody wants to do, and they'll be blown away with your results. You'll be blown away with your results. Your family will be blown away with your results. Your class reunion will be blown away with your results. This industry is simple. We do simple things and get people that say, wait a minute, are you really telling me that I could make a few extra dollars? Yeah. Are you telling me that I could make enough money to cover giving good premium quality products to me and my family? Yes. Are you telling me I can help other people do the same, and a company will actually pay me each and every time one of those individuals repurchases products or brand bucks from the company? I am. Well, a lot of people don't want to do this. Wow. Captain Obvious. Captain Obvious. Yeah, a majority of people in the world really don't want to do anything. That's not the people I'm looking for. So thank you for doing what most people don't. And that's taking the time to jump on this video and jump on and watch this. I believe in you. If no one's giving you permission to be happy and successful, let me be the first. Stop listening to lazy, broke people with a negative attitude, with all these opinions that are know-it-alls, right? If you're like me, maybe you're not. When I hear that people are making millions a month, I'm like, what are they doing? Oh, they got a bigger team. So they're getting the message out to more people. And if you got more numbers, you got more people getting involved. Okay. I get it. I see that 400 million, 460 million up there with Dexter Yeager. I got some work to do. I got to find some people. I'm going to make a bigger impact. I'm going to give more to orphans, and I'm going to do more, and I'm going to get gooder and gooder and get better and better. So if I can do it, you can do it. I love and appreciate you again, Corky. Thank you for the super chat. The orphans will love it. And we'll see you guys soon on the next video. Bye for now.